My office is an extreme mess. That's okay. As long as we don't have a dead CPU, then we are fine. Okay, so this board right here, I was working on earlier. I apologize, I got started on it before the stream, but this is liquid damage. No green light on charger, missing PB3V42. The PB3V42 regulator was all corroded, falling apart. The SMC was corroded, however, I didn't get a chance to replace it, so I'm going to continue fixing this board. There's some other stuff that needs to be touched up, but it was missing 3V42. The SMC was all corroded, obviously not going to work. The LVDS area is corroded. So we're going to continue on this board and then give it a good bath in the ultrasonic cleaner. I don't know what was spilled on this, but it doesn't look good. So I don't know what it was, but we will see. We'll see if it works. So let's go over to the microscope view and have a look. Rob is here. Q's Tech is here. That's good. No 1L yet. No dead CPU, no 1L. Life is good. Okay, so here's our PP342 area. These caps are corroded, probably had a short. The coil was all corroded. The regulator was all corroded. We're good to go here. So we're going to go grab a donor board, put a new donor board in. Replace the regulator from a donor board. Find one that has everything that has not been stolen yet. Looks like this one does. I see you're adding lots of parts to your business. No, those have been the parts that have been there. They've just been moved. So the office has changed a lot in the past couple weeks. So there's one side that looks excellent, and then there's one side that I constantly make a mess on. So my side always looks like a mess. The store has changed, and it's going to keep changing a little bit more, so maybe I'll do an updated store video soon. But I'm quite happy with how things are going lately. I have help now. I need time to edit video because that is my marketing. It's been a little bit slower this week. Rob says he sounds like a phone stalker in my last one. You sound fine, Rob. I'm sure you sound fine. So the original complaint with this board was no power, no green light. Everything else looks pretty good, I think. Should turn on now. Q's Tech Service, what's your regular job? Alright, so This area's done. Everything looks okay right here. We had some minor corrosion. The SMC was all corroded, but it's fine now, and it'll be even better after ultrasonic, but all that corrosion and stuff should be cleared from out from under there. I think right over here there was, yeah, so I put some flux over here on this chip for a reason. The CPU V-Core chip looks okay. Wait, that's not the CPU V-Core chip. The CPU V-Core chip on this board is way over here. Oh no. This is CPU V-Core area. I should not have even... Okay, I hope our CPU is okay. Just leave it at that. I thought I was going to get a stream where Enel would not win, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. So we'll remove these guys. The CPU should be fine. The V-Core chip should be fine. It's not corroded or anything. But we will give it some flux and heat as well. These guys have to go. I don't know what these things do. I think they're transistors. Could look it up. And Enel just showed up in chat. Of course. Okay. What do these things do? U7310, CPU VR boot 1, CPU VR UGate 1. Oh no. This is a CPU MOSFET, isn't it? Enel, screw you. Screw you, Enel. No, this will be okay. This is a controller for the... One of the controllers, the PWM controllers for the GPU MOSFETs. Even if these fail, it should be okay. This is just a PWM controller. It should be fine. So I don't think our CPU will be affected by this. I think our CPU will be just fine. We will not let Enel win on another one. Just a PWM controller. And they weren't even that corroded. I think worst case with this is it just won't work. Should probably remove this guy's SSD. MOSFET controller can kill the CPU too. I know. I know. Please, just please, guys, send positive thoughts. No Enel thoughts. I've had enough dead CPU for a week. Goodbye, Enel. Get out of here. Where's my darn T5? T5 is on assistant's desk. TCR circuit, commercial tech for Spectrum Charter. I'm not a... Oh, that's what you are. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool stuff. Our CPU is gonna be just fine. You watch. I don't get dead CPUs. Never happened before. Not once. It says CPUs die. But CPUs don't die. Never seen a dead CPU in my life. The CPUs, they don't die. They could last 20 years and not die. Yeah, I pretty much fixed everything except like the end of... I'm not shaky at all. And now look, I'm not shaky. Not that bad. I've pretty much fixed everything here except the stuff that I don't want to fix. That's what we're circling back around on until the next batch comes in. What the heck was this? Alright, so let's grab some new MOSFET controllers from another donor board since that one is stolen. Let's hope this thing works. Ernell is not going to win this time. Do you tell your customers you don't want to work on their machine? Yes, sometimes I do tell them that. It's like when they bring me like a 2008, it's like, yeah, no, I don't want to work on this. Take it where you got it. I don't want to work on a 2007. I was like, I don't know, like young then. Like 6 years old. Why are you bringing that here? That's what I tell them too. I tell them it's not worth putting any money into this thing. It's too old. I don't trust these solder balls. Okay, they look okay. What I'm gonna do next time someone brings in something that old, I'm just gonna give them Anel's cell phone number. And then he could take it up with them personally. You know what I mean? That makes so next time someone brings like a 2007 or 2008, I'm just gonna give him them an L's cell phone number and say, hey, this guy will fix it for like $15. Sometimes even free. He'll come to your house too and fix it. So here's his cell phone number. Tell your friends too. I should actually try giving like a customer an L cell phone number one day. I think that would be great fun for me. I really think that's great fun for me. Not for an L, but for me. And that's all that really matters right now. I don't answer numbers I don't recognize. Really. Let's prove that wrong right now. See? He answers numbers he doesn't recognize. I proved that wrong. Alright, this area looks good. This thing right here doesn't. Ah, this is just a MOSFET. It's gotta go though. And this guy's gotta go. CPU is gonna be just fine. I'm celebrating Tim's success. Actually, that's more the spirit. Not celebrating Tim's CPU death. No, Tim is not that successful. I mean, I fix boards and I have a business, but I mean, in my mind, it's really not that special. It really isn't that special. Like, it's not. Yes, it's a business. But what about at the end of this? This is going to come to an end someday. What's going to happen then? You know what I mean? What's going to happen when this ends? I'll ask Tim for Nell's number so I can. I'll give you Nell's number. It's 347 something 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 something. Nell will give you his number, Rob. The last number of Anel's number. Let's see. It is. No, you just put your number in chat. Are you crazy? That's actually Anel's. So here's the thing. Look at this. Since he put his number there, it's no secret. In case he tries to prank call somebody else that uses this phone, we have a special contact for him in here. It says, do not answer. See that? Focus. Anel is very brave for leaking his number in chat. And now in my video. So what it's there for, Jordan? Save Anel's number. Call him. Someone called the store at like 6 a.m. And it's like, what are you, crazy? You know, like, you really think I'm going to answer at 6 in the morning? No. It was not you that called at 6 a.m., Manel. I know, I mean, whatever your name is. Australian guy, Bailey. I know exactly who it was, and it wasn't you. Because they emailed me at the same time. Like, no, relax. No call at 6 a.m. I wasn't even awake then. I was like half asleep. I was like, no, I'm not going to answer. I'll answer at 6 a.m., but you won't like what I have to say. Exactly. That's why I didn't answer, because if it, like, some guy called at like 11 p.m. at one time, and I was gonna answer, hey, what the heck, what kind of person calls the business at 11 p.m.? I did that with somebody that called on at like 10 p.m. one time, and I answered. It's like, hey, you realize it's like late. Why are you calling a business this late? Do you really think I'm gonna answer? And he had some like nonsense deal about iCloud spying on him or something. I have no idea what he was on about, but it was some nonsense. Alright, so our ISL is corroded too. Otherwise, this is looking good. Thank you for $2, Anthony. Bailey is selling his baby contact for info. Sounds interesting. Oh, I hope Bailey gets what he needs. Good luck, Bailey. Also, when people donate, I have no idea where that money goes, so have never gotten a dime from it. So I don't know where it goes, guys. I don't know if it's set up right, but all I know is I've never gotten a dime from YouTube or AdSense. Why do people resolder and wick it right after? Because you get rid of the lead-free solder. So even when you put solder on it, that lead-free junk still stays around. So you wick the mixture of leaded and lead-free. And if you wick just lead-free, then it turns out really nasty. It just like doesn't. It's not the same. So you wick it away, the mixture away, then you add fresh leaded. Where's my wire? Why are my wire cutters at my desk? Where'd my wire cutters go? Here they are. Why is it winter again? Why does it have to be winter again? October. Like, why? November. Tomorrow's like November or something. I don't know. What? Wait. No. Tomorrow's the 31st. Why does that have to happen? I don't understand. Why can't it stay fall? No, it's not winter yet. It actually is fall. I have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. My tolerance for cold is a lot less than it used to be. I don't know why. Paul Daniels is here. Does CA get fall? Yes, it goes on fire in the fall. So one thing I was just thinking about soldering this chip. It took me like weeks and weeks of practicing to be able to solder 201 resistors and stuff. It took me a long time to solder stuff like that. And like after, like my assistant for example, after spending like I'd say like around an hour combined time practicing on board, she's already soldering 201 stuff. So I think that's excellent. 201 is hard. Well, is hard when you're starting. Yes, I have an assistant, Aaron. For about 3 weeks now, actually. Okay, I think we can test this board now. I have to get another soldering station set up here. The one thing, I need to do a video about this. So I was scared for a long time to hire. Um, but hiring is actually an investment. Like, it's cheaper than you think. It's like it's an investment, not an expense. Okay, do we get green light? Do we get CPU V-core? Do we get CPU exploded? And is that liquid near the CPU too? And it is liquid near the CPU too. Just gotta work on how you stop those investments walking out the door later on. It depends on the person, I guess. It really depends on the person. I see your fear with that, Paul. Yeah. Alright, plug it in. It had originally no green light. And it still has no green light. Is it because our DCM board is all corroded like that? Probably so. Do we have another DCM board? We have another DCM board. The funny thing about this DCM board is this had a short and it exploded the filter, the fuse, but it still works fine with even with that fuse like that. Oh, and I guess this won't fare well either, will it? Got some junk under there. But I think with this DCM board, and the JTAG is corroded too, I'm not too hopeful for this turning on. Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of anything else that could prevent it from turning on, like this. Or that, you know. You can tell this board was clean before too. You're handing out flex candles to kids tonight? I mean, they already eat Tide Pods. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past some kid to eat a tube of flux if they got, I could just see like the Amtech 559 challenge or something, some nonsense like that. I hope it wouldn't be a Nell that would start that kind of thing. Okay, we have green light. We have green light. Look at that. Green light, orange light, SMC reset. CPU is probably dead, but A for effort. Okay, do we get V-core? The real moment. Do we have CPU V-core here? From my experience, Flux doesn't taste so good. See what I mean? We already have one of those. Meter. CPU. Live. Alive? Alive. Fixed. I win, not an L. I win. I'm the winner. Not an L. Never an L. Could never be an L. CPU is a paid actor. That's right. Like Paul Daniels. Speaking of the... Oh, shoot. There's corrosion on these FETs. And this thing lived. We gotta get rid of these, though. And then now, don't you even start about how the CPU is gonna not be okay. I got lucky here. But those will probably fail down the line. This area looks okay. There's some caps that are nasty, but I think with a good reflow, this area will be alright. Paul, speaking of this, I need to download Flexboard View on another computer. How does the licensing work? Is it only for one system? Like if they're going to be being used at the same time? I don't know how this works. If I have to... Just... No, I'm gonna replace Fetzinel. I can't leave that like that. Buy another licensed greedy Australian. I like... Anel, Anthony, yes. You don't know... You don't know what's going on. Anthony has no clue. I'll have to buy another license, Paul. That's okay. Did that cap just pop? It did. I saw that crack. Look at that. Just cracked. I don't trust this thing either. What else just cracked? Why the heck are these things cracking? Get them all out of here. And now, this is actually 559 I used. Rewind the video. This is 559. The K08686 right there. These all say the same thing. Yeah, heat will do this, I guess, but it's alright. How do you tell if the small ones are bad or not? If they're shorted, like this stuff, okay, this will work, but if you leave it on, it risks coming back shorted, so I just take them all off, like when they look like that. You don't have to if you're in a hurry, you don't really have to, but I like to, because here's the thing. Okay, when does an Apple backlight fuse blow? Never, right? Okay, well guess what? Okay, backlight fuse had a little bit of corrosion. Still was fine. I send the thing out. It comes back the week later, no backlight. The darn fuse blow because I didn't replace it. Okay, this is why. Just replace little stuff that looks like that. It takes 2 seconds. That's why when Lewis and Jessica talked about going to Boston, I came to lobby support. I have to send Anthony a message privately. I have a headache. I don't really feel all that well, actually. I've been very exhausted lately. I don't know why. I want to fix boards, but I don't want to fix boards right now. But if I don't fix boards right now, then I don't get money right now. So it comes back, you know? Travis is here. Hi, Travis. This mic, I mean, this camera looks like lousy. I'm just looking at it. No, I guess it looks the same. Headache. Much headache. But when you tell yourself, I'll just come in tomorrow, that's a lie. I mean, I'll just come fix this board tomorrow. That's a lie. It needs to be done tonight. So what is happening here? We're fixing a motherboard that had liquid spilled on it by some individual that obviously didn't care about this MacBook. Had someone call today that was like really skeptical about if I could fix a liquid damaged board, and they're like, this was red wine that was spilled on it. It's like, yes, that does not matter. Liquid. Liquid is liquid. Unless somebody threw up on it or something, or did other unmentionable things to it, I don't care what liquid was spilled on it. Tim broke something. I didn't break anything. You shut up. You break stuff all the time. These darn tantalums keep popping. Ow. Hot solder blob. How do people crack phone screens? I never had a cracked screen in my life, but I keep seeing people with cracked phones. I cracked one phone before. But I don't buy the stuff that people normally buy either. It's like I have a BlackBerry Key 1 that has an impact resistant display on it. I think this is going to be my last year here in this store. I really want to push for growth. I want to do something nice in this next year. See what happens. You know, life changes. We'll see. But I want a bigger store. I mean, I have 500 square feet here. I mean, my rent is cheap. I guess just see what happens. I should move my store across from Anthony's. No, I won't do that. I'm not mean. And he would probably beat me business-wise too. I'm good at board repair, but I suck at business, you know. Well, I'm not good at marketing. I'm terrible at marketing. Keep getting flux on my hand. What phone is this? This is not a phone. This is a MacBook. 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 So, people keep killing their CPUs on A1706s, A1708s, and A1707s. I think I know why. So, you know how those have that really lousy design with the backlight circuit on the connector that it goes right to the CPU if you short it? Well, I think there's residual charge in the capacitors, and what's going on is there's residual charge there, and they're bridging that residual charge to the CPU. It's not a lot of amperage, but it's enough to kill it. So what I'm thinking that needs to be done is you need to short, like these capacitors right here. These need to be, see, there was a spark when I did that. These need to be discharged before you unplug the screen on that. But my concern is if you do this, if you bridge these, what's going to happen is you're going to blow the backlight fuse eventually. Not every fuse is going to do that, but I'd imagine 1 or 2 fuses are going to blow from that. So I need to figure out a way, either ground the backlight fuse and ground the backlight fuse first, and then ground the caps, and see, that would stop the fuse from blowing, I'd imagine, at least I think. But I think that's why these A1706s keep dying after screen replacements. I've never had one die on me, but I've deal with a lot of people that have, and I think it's that residual charge in that capacitor. If you plug in that cable sloppy, then that'll happen. Now, I've actually mistakenly plugged in one of these connectors with the machine on, being stupid, not thinking. It never died, the CPU never died, but I plugged it in cleanly. If you plug it in cleanly, it's not an issue. It's the issue when you don't plug it in cleanly. Yeah, but if I use a load resistor, this has to be something that can be implemented by other repair shops. You know what I mean? That other repair shops are going to understand. And that's the issue, because a lot of them aren't very competent in actual electronics repair. You know, yeah, part swapping, sure, but actual board level electronics repair, they're not. So that's the issue there, is how do I do this? How can I implement something that's easy for them to do without harming or, forcing anything? Because I don't want to get blamed, oh, you blew my backlight fuse. No, I saved you from, killing your CPU. I don't think that's enough current in there to blow the backlight fuse, though. I really don't think. 32 amps with the... Yeah, no. I'll test it on a few of my machines. Thank you for the $5 for the correct amount of flux. Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, this little resistor is gonna... I should have put this on first. I'm gonna switch hands, maneuver this in here. Oh shoot, I melted the connector. I should have done this first. Okay, here we go. Something like this, discharger, let's see. That would work. I need to test this. But I honestly think tweezers, just putting tweezers across it is going to be sufficient. That resistor just magically snap into place. Yep, surface tension. Wonderful thing. Surface tension is your absolute best friend. Alright, so these caps, this MOSFET, I cannot leave that on there. I really hate replacing caps right here. But my issue with the tweezers of running across it is if it blows the backlight fuse. But I really don't think it'll blow the backlight fuse. See, these... So how do you... Someone asked, how do you know if these are bad? When they look like this, please do not leave them on the board. Although they're not shorted, you do not want to leave these on the board like this. I'm going to put some flux on the audio IC too, just to kind of get it soaking. This MOSFET has to go. I agree, Rob. I think it'll be fine. I honestly think it'll be fine, and that's going to stop the CPUs from dying. Because I was thinking about it earlier, and it's like been in front of my face for so long. Why do these keep dying after screen replacements? Well, it's because from the darn residual voltage in the circuit. Certainly makes sense. Alright, is this the the juice coming out of the capacitor that's boiling? I think so. Let's get rid of this too. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just flux, but it kind of looked like it was oozing out of the bottom of it. Paul, backlight output, but it's gonna be shorting it to ground. No, I guess yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It would just short it to ground, which, yeah. I don't think you would have enough current left in there by doing that to blow the fuse, so I think everyone will be just fine. That doesn't really work, Joshua. It won't work for the backlight circuit. It'll work for PP Bus G3 Hop most likely, but it's not going to work for the backlight circuit. I mean, Travis, did I call you something? Oh, who did I? No, it was the right person. Who the heck is here? That was an angry door slam. I notice people that come early. How do you discharge from life? Good question. People that wait outside the store, like when you first open, those kind of people, and the ones that come after you close are like the worst to deal with a lot of times. It's just like a customer type. I notice a lot of the customers that are a pain come from Yelp. I've noticed that I came from Yelp. It's like I could already tell that. I should probably delete my Yelp. It doesn't work. The only customer that brings me is like, well, say like 9 out of 10 customers that Yelp brings me are really a pain to deal with, and they cost me more money and time. Speaking of that, I need to do a data recovery for one, I think. Paul Daniel software is fine. No, Paul Daniel software is not fine. It's sending all my credit card information to the Chinese. And the Russians. It's like also, like I leave here like at 3 o'clock to go to FedEx. I have to go to FedEx because pickup's here. I think they charge like $7 a package. And I like to get something to eat. I'm starving, you know? People that don't understand that and get all like, like huffy about that. It's like, get out of here. I've been meaning to almost want to make local appointment only because most of my business is mail-in. Yes, Paul's software sends the emails. Paul Daniel software sends the Nigerian prince emails. That's it. When are you getting your own cats? I have a dog. I'll show you a picture of my dog. think I have a picture of my dog on this computer. Actually, I know I do. It was a meme that Anel made. Yes, right here. Display capture. That's my dog. I don't want to melt this connector, but usually if you direct air away from it, it's fine. So the flux that runs away quick is actually NC559. And now ruins everything, yes. Here's a heat shield, it works for me. Yeah, but there's no room. I need to put components right there. There's no room. I'm gonna switch to the small nozzle. That may not fare too well, but we'll see. Okay, small nozzle. More directed heat. Lower airflow, lower temps. Not actually setting lower temps, but the temp is going to be lower because it's going through a smaller space and it'll lose some energy going through there. I get fairly nervous when leaving those caps, the tantalums on, because when they're exposed to heat like that, then you really risk them shorting out long term. And I don't want to deal with that. My whole thing is like low warranty returns. I have very, very low warranty returns. So I really want to keep it that way. Hello, Tim. I thought this would take 2 seconds. Anel, you shut up or get out of here. Catherine is here. Anel, you're not allowed to tell me what board takes 2 seconds. You're the one that told me you didn't trust me on that first phone call with the backlight. Nell said, sorry, I don't trust you. When I called him to help him. He's like, no, get out of here. You don't trust me, no help for you. Now he wishes my CPU's dead. ruins everything. I left to eat and came back and nothing changed. Yes, nothing changed, alright. This board is amazing. It's better than all the boards you fixed combined. It's a winning board. %100% solutioned. Has Mel actually ever fixed anything on stream? I don't think so. Where's a good source for getting donor boards? China. It's the only source for getting donor boards. I'm really surprised. This quick heating element's going to be 4 years old in next April, I think. I'm really surprised and impressed by the durability of the quick. That can be ugly. I don't care if that's ugly. Doesn't matter. Most of the stations have that, Paul. At least the one, the JBC has that, the Hakko has that. But like the JBC and Hakko, from what I've seen, the heating elements die. Like I think Anthony had a Hakko and his heating element died, like, not after that long either. I know Lewis had the JBC and the heating element died. I like the quick. I think it's a very good station for what it costs. I saw the video where Lewis is looking for an ISL 9240. Yes, I don't even get those machines in yet, so I'm not too worried about it, but that'll make me sad when I do. I really hope we find a source for those. You get back here. I like the fact that it's a complete video instead of cropped down. It shows you the process of how the problem is solved and the method of how it was done. As always, appreciate the vids. Thank you. I try and stream. It's kind of harder in the day now because stuff is getting done. And it's been harder to stream, but I'm still... Maybe I'll do them at night now. It's different when you have, you know, employees to stream. Rob, what I'll do is I'll screenshot... Remind me tomorrow sometime. I'll screenshot my audio settings of everything in OBS and I'll send it to you. Like sometime tomorrow. Hire Me needs wheelchair accessibility. We don't have wheelchairs. Actually we do. This store is actually fully ADA compliant. So Anel could actually work here. If he... Yeah, if he keeps wishing dead CPUs on me, he might actually... will need a wheelchair soon. After he heals. Yeah, that's actually my old mic that Rob has now. So Lewis sent his old mic to me. I sent my old mic to Rob. The mic I sent Rob actually was pretty decent after Lewis changed the settings in OBS. Before he changed the settings in OBS, then mine was terrible, but Lewis did something in the sound and it was crystal clear after that. I'm not sure what though. Okay, I think that's it for that. This area I want to touch up. So this connector looks specifically, that doesn't look right. Just a little bent. Good as new. It's warped from heat. I couldn't imagine what it's going to be like when Lewis meets you in person, Paul. That's going to be hilarious. You both are both going to be going at it constantly. I need to get over there and visit. One of these days, if I can afford to keep the store closed, or when I get in more people that run the store without me, and I'll be gone. I mean, not gone, but, you know, I could take a trip. I want to get over there and see everyone. My best bet is on Paul if things get violent. Just make sure you videotape it, Paul. I gotta see your epic fight. This thing is full of flux. You know what's sad is some repair stores will like wipe this off with alcohol and give it back to the customer. It's like, no, don't do that. Bad. Bad habit. Stop that. Fix board properly. Ultrasonic. Good ultrasonic. So you see how like all this junk was left on? Like all the corrosion? That was all left on by a cheap ultrasonic cleaner. I no longer recommend Sharp Protect just because the warranty process has been a headache. Crest, but I've never had Crest break. But the thing is like a company, maybe I'm just being too picky, but when something in my warranty fails, I cover shipping. Like I cover shipping. Okay? It's like here's a label, send it back. Okay? And it's free return shipping. I don't expect the customer to pay shipping when something is under warranty. And yes, it's only a return shipping fee for the darn heater, but still, it's principle. It's like, it's under warranty. Why should you have to wait to send it to me because you don't have a $10 payment yet for the darn return shipping on the heater? It's like, just send the darn thing out. Especially after I made the video for them and everything. Well, not for them, but they never asked me to do that. But, you know, I don't know. I can't stand by something. I'm 6'7", Rob, you're huge. I can't stand by something if they're not going to back it under warranty. You know, good. That's the main thing right there. I don't know how Crest is. I've never dealt with Crest, but I know it's, you know, it could be all these companies, so I can't really say. But like my own company, we don't do that. We don't expect you to pay for shipping if it's our fault or if it's something under warranty. It's return shipping is covered. It's like, yes, but it's like a week before warranty. Sometimes they won't say anything. They'll send it, whatever. But if anybody ever complains or wants a label, we'll give it to them. Sometimes we forget to offer it, but it happens. And not only that, if mine fails in warranty, I'm not going to say, oh, you know, here's your ISL 6259. I'm going to send it to you. You solder it to the board. No, I'm going to fix it for free if that happens. You know, I'm not going to expect you to replace the part yourself. The heater on that thing is a pain to get to. I have to cut the tank open and then re-weld it. It's a pain. I don't want to do that. Probably why they want to send the heater, because they don't want to do it either. Exactly. Warranty is where true service begins. You know, like if I get something back, okay, yeah, it's probably not my fault. It wasn't something I worked on, but if it's simple, just fix it. You know, but if I get something that's been screwed with, okay, that's not warranty. There's a difference. But there is no like, oh, here's an ISL 6259, it's parts only warranty, here you go. That's not service. That's not good. Maybe I'm just being too picky, but yeah, with their warranty, I can't really stand by that anymore. I'm happy with my Crest. I haven't, you know, hopefully I don't have issues with the Crest. Hopefully I won't have to go through warranty. Had to have breakfast. Rob, it's like past breakfast time. You're turning into me or something? Oh, that's okay. I got Paul and Rob confused. I was looking at a similar profile picture. They're both cats. They're both dark, and I'm tired. So yeah, Paul is Rob and Rob is Paul. Makes perfect sense. From now on, Paul is known as Rob, and Rob is known as Paul. Paul, that legitimately hurt my brain looking at that. Being tired is a very strange thing. The other night I went to bed at 9 p.m. I was so exhausted. That was Wednesday. Wait, what was the night before? Whatever. I don't. Monday. Yeah, Monday. I don't even remember the. I'm starting to get like that more and more. It's like I don't remember the days. I guess when you work every day, the days don't really matter. All right, let's scare the person that is Seagate hater. I'm not partial to brands on hard drives or anything. Seagate Rosewood is terrible. Rosewood is absolutely awful. I don't know the family of the drive that's in this computer. It's an ST1000 DM003. I don't know. Maybe you guys will know, but this is one of the really lousy drives. ST1000D M003 1ER62. Ready for it? 0 bad sectors. 12,811 hours. Power cycle count 670. 25 Celsius. Load cycle count 47,000. Uncorrectable sector count 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. This is meaningless right here. Start stop. 768. This is meaningless. It's a value, but it means nothing. It's not the actual value. You need Seagate software to read that. This is my Intel SSD that has 2,000 hours. Looks fine. But yeah, 13,000 hours on the Seagate drive. Don't worry, you'll wake up eventually and realize you're 35 years old. Yes, that's unfortunately going to happen sooner than I think. And then my home PC has a Seagate hybrid FireCuda 1 terabyte 3.5 inch, and that one has like 10,000 hours. And it's still fine. So Seagate, they're not actually that bad in my opinion. They're really not. They just own a lot of the market share, so they get a bad rap, but they're really not that terrible. Paul, it's already starting to happen. Like yesterday, remember last year it was October around this time of year, and it's already that time of year again. It's too crazy. Remember when I first moved in this store? It's like in a year I never would thought. It's like didn't even consider where I'd be in a year. It's like I have an employee now. Stuff is picking up. Never say something is picking up because it's going to crash as soon as you say that. I agree, Paul. All the drive manufacturers have their own issues. I just buy whatever's cheaper, whatever's cheapest. Like Seagate. The Seagates, they're not that bad, honestly. They're really not that bad. I've never had one personally fail on me, at least none of these newer ones. Yeah, they've had their certain models, but so has Western Digital, so has HGST. They all have. So it's like I'm not a fan. I just use whatever I have, and it's like when the people say, "Well, Seagate sucks. They're terrible. That drive's gonna fail." It's like, nah. My experience differed. I have this Toshiba 2.5-inch laptop drive. Let's pull up the specs on this thing. This was my test drive for MacBooks that has been in use for several years. It has been dropped while it's spinning on the floor outside of the computer. So this is my test drive that I plug into MacBooks. This thing has been dropped. I've slammed this on the table on purpose. This was like, I had this drive came out of a computer when I was like 12 years old or something. I don't know. When was this drive made? Like 2012. This drive was made. I had this on my desk after I replaced a drive in my laptop one time, and I was just slamming it around for fun, slamming it on the desk for fun, all that stuff. Okay? This drive still works. It's one of my test drives. I can't plug this in because I'm going to lose sound if I plug it in. Okay, I want to show you guys this, and I'm going to lose sound because I don't have a USB port for USB port. So, I'm going to unplug this. You're going to lose sound for a second, but I want you guys to see this drive. Okay, it says 94,000 hours, but that doesn't really make sense, but it may have 94,000 hours on it. I don't know. But this thing does not die. You can't kill this drive. I've slammed it. I've dropped it while it's on several times. It just doesn't die. It never dies. It's a Toshiba 2.5-inch. What have you done, Tim? Says Anel. You killed the CPU. We killed it. You're gonna say that it'll die now. Well, it can. That's fine. It's just that one of my test drives. It can die. It's slow as heck. I've got my use out of that. Watch. That drive is gonna keep working until I'm out of business. Watch that. So here's the thing about hard drive warranties. I find you sometimes look at clauses with hours based on hours. It's like they classify drives like normal use is like 2,000 hours a year. Well, guess what? My drives are going to be run close to a year nonstop. All my spinning drives are going to be run nonstop 24/7. So it's actually easier on the drives to not be shut off than it is to start stop. You get issues on drives that are stopped and started often. The ones that go on to live like that long tend to be run non-stop and not shut off. Yeah, SSDs don't matter. They don't care. Whoa, the board warped from heat. Check that out. I might have overdid it with the heat on this board too much. This thing is literally warped. I couldn't have done that. Could the board have literally warped from my heat? I don't think so. But this thing warped. Look at this. It warped. It warped. I've never had this happen to a MacBook board. This is warped. Look at that. You can't see it on camera, but this is warped. Has screws in it, doesn't matter. Alright, next thing is the LVDS connector, then we're going to test this. Hopefully it still works. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah. It warped. Alright, who thinks we'll still get VCore? It's Anel's fault. Yes, Anel warped my board. That guy always screws everything up. Can't stand him. Let's call and blame him. We should call Anel and blame him for warping my board. Yeah, let's call Anel. Okay, we have green light still, but do we have VCore still? VCore, please, please, VCore. 1.873 volts, yes, VCore. Anel drove a truck over it. That's exactly what probably happened. Let's leave him a nice voicemail. Yeah, let's right now.
Sam, I'm gonna say the N-word on screen, so you better hang up.
No, you feel good about warping my board and taking money out of my pocket?
I
You,
told you it doesn't need to be.
yeah, but you feel
If you see it, it'd be fine.
you feel good about that? That you warped that board?
It's all you, dude. I spent 1.5 hours fixing that board. It was a 5-minute job. All you had to do was fix the pre-14
No.
circuit. That's all the problems it had.
No, but it's all corroded. Anyway, bye.
You have to replace the ISL, or those
Yeah, but
MOSFETs, or the GPU MOSFET, or the CPU MOSFET. What is wrong with you?
it's fine. It's working.
You are an insane person.
You are too. Goodbye. Okay, let's... This doesn't have to be replaced. We could just... These pins are still actually okay. They're not burned, so we can just flux. Then we ultrasonic and see if it works. No. Bent pin. Get rid of this bridge. Yes, I am probably insane. I like spending time on fixing things though, like to make it Like, I don't want stuff to come back, so I like doing a good job on it. So I'd rather spend more time in it so it doesn't come back than have it come back and have an angry customer. There's no such thing as a Chinese Amscope clone. They're all Chinese stuff. Amscope is just Chinese rebranded junk. All those are the same. Are you the guy that's in Palmdale? Bernard, I don't know how to say that. I didn't break the pin, no. As crazy as this sounds, I wish someone else would open a shop out here. A good shop. You know, like we need more. The thing is, like, people go to Apple so much here. Like, nobody does board repair around here. We need more of that around here so people know it's possible. I know it sounds crazy, but no, we need another shop like this out here. Come on, go back there. Why won't you bend? Just move up to here last year. Hate LA. Yes, please start doing data recovery out here so I could refer people to you. Start your own business. There's plenty like office spaces out here that are very affordable. So please do so. We need that out here. There we go. I would love if a competent iPhone data recovery store like that opened up here in Palmdale or Lancaster. Okay, we're gonna ultrasonic this. Wait. Gotta give this area a little reflow. Not to melt solder, just to clean the junk under it. My office is a mess. My side of the store is a mess, I should say. Anywhere that I go in the store is a mess. Board is warped. Bending PCBs are actually very flexible. Don't worry about a bend in a PCB. I hate mess like this. Like clutter, like anywhere, like right here. I hate this. This is too cluttered for me. I don't know how you people can work with a messy workbench. It is beyond me. So much headache. Flux all over my hands. What the heck is this? Paper bag with bolts? It's for MRI stuff. Grab all the MRI hardware, put this where MRI hardware belongs, which is not on this bench. MRI hardware belongs in the other part of the store. We need an updated store tour soon. This water I'm going to give to the plants. There's a random MacBook Air battery. This is like broken. No, it's good. It says ProTech Restore on it, so it's probably new. This goes somewhere like right here. I like how my store is like super organized now that I hired someone. Recycling box. That was here, but now it moved. Cleaning supplies go over here now. Which is very organized. I like this. Actually need the Windex. Injured gadgets. This can go in the trash. I don't need that. I have to do a Surface Pro 3 screen. That's not going to be fun. No glove, no. Didn't the board make you sick? I don't know what happened. All I know is my lymph nodes swelled for no apparent reason. They're actually still swollen. But CT didn't show anything abnormal, so fine. Who the heck is here? Again, another person here. So yeah, I don't know if that came from a board. That's what the radiologist thinks, is it was a transient viral infectious process. This means basically a virus that like eluded your body's defenses kind of. So I don't know if that came from a board. It probably came from a board. It could be something like EBV virus. Who knows? Could be something entirely different. We don't know. Nobody knows. I'd like to see a Surface Pro 3's replacement screen. Do you want to see like anger and like sadness? Switch to this view for a second, because I do not want anything possible on the screen right now. Let me see here, square. 3. $180. Wait. Wait, I'm confused. I'm doing something important, but I'm like confusing myself. Okay, that's where I screwed up. That's 12. That's 12. I think I got that right. Yeah. 12 by what? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so back to that Surface Pro screen replacement. You want to see like anger, sadness, and disappointment and defeat all in one stream? Like, do you want to see me have a mental breakdown on stream? Because if you do, then by all means I'll do a Surface Pro 3 screen replacement. But if you do not want to see me completely lose my mind on stream, then guess what? I'm not doing it. No, the Surface Pro 3 screen, I could probably do that right now. Let's see if I remember how to do it. It has Tessa tape, it's a warranty, so I could probably do it really quickly. Let's do Surface Pro 3 screen. Tessa tape isn't going to be as strong as the stuff that they use. The board has to dry anyway, so why not while it's drying? Let's make sure it's off. It's probably not going to be off. Although I don't like these devices, I will say that I am a little bit impressed by it with the fact that they said their touchscreen was working. The touchscreen is working. that it did have a removable SSD for a tablet, and I did like that. I will say I did like that. So I'm gonna get this nice and hot. That's sad. Why does that happen? That was cruel. I need one of those blue things. Okay, I remember. So you use this little notch right here. So that's what I'll do. I'll easy. Look at this. It's almost out. Let me get this board out. Oh shoot, I left a board in the water all day. Oh well, that's not gonna fare too well. Ultra clean. Turned a mistake into a marketing term. Ultra clean. I left. So never bring a Dell laptop here. Please do not bring me a Dell laptop and tell me no rush on it, because guess what? It's going to sit for 4 darn months. Please do not bring a Dell laptop here. Please, I understand that like you want to help me, but if you have something and you tell me no rush, it is going to sit for months because I really won't want to do it. So please don't do that. Save us both. So this board is out of the water. Gonna let this dry. I have one of those, Rob. Just want to start the drying process on this board, that's all. We need a bit more power than 190 Celsius though. I like how when the boards come out of the crest, they look absolutely brand new. This is hot. back to service. If you crack this glass, it is game over. Well, it's not. It already cracked in one place, but it's not game over, but it's going to make your life a little bit harder. Need another pick. Hope I didn't just tear something right then. If you can get like half of it, then it's almost game over. Like if you can get like half of it, then it's going to be a lot easier on you to take this off. Like if I could stick this in here. I want to keep suction on it. That's the thing. Yeah, cracked. Okay, no more. No more. This is not going to ruin my night. You are not going to ruin my night, Surface. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Not right now. I hate those stupid things. Shouldn't. Yeah. I really, honestly, like, I should not have taken that in when I did. The customer was nice and I wanted to help them, but yeah, his service sucks. Don't break your Surface. I won't say don't buy a Surface because I've actually been quite happy with how they've been with repair. But yeah, don't go there, please. Don't break it. That's all. Don't break it. You can buy it, but don't break it. And if you break it, fix it yourself. Because I don't want to do it. There. Wait. Waiting for the board to dry so we can test it. Oh, another MacBook. It's probably going to be a dead GPU. It's missing LCD power EN. It's an 820-2850. It's not C9560. It's not anything in the LCD circuit. It's not the LCD connector. It's not the LCD itself. It might be the MUX. It might be the MUX. Let's see. I'm going to take it back out now. The fan just fell. Fan, you're supposed to spin, not fall. Falling defeats your purpose. Don't fall. 820-2850. 2850. Old garbage. 2850. So, we have it going through the MUX and we have it going through the GPU. If it's missing from the GPU, then that's yuck. It happens. Very rarely on this model GPU dies. So what signal is that? It's like LCD power EN. LCD power EN goes to the MUX. It goes straight to the MUX. Wait, can I just jump like 3 volts there and it'll work? Alright, so if I can hook this to PP3V3SO and it works, then I'm going to be a very happy person. Let's do that. PP3v3SO. Let's clean my mat. It works. It'll work. I know it'll work. It's one of those things, it's too good of an idea to not work. Doesn't everyone agree? Like you can't. It works. It's gonna work. Where's my live chat window? Disappeared? Did you kill this machine? Yes. I was looking for my live chat window. I thought disappeared, but it didn't, and I'm exhausted. I have to clean this work area. Sure, you have the board in front of you. I'm not going to disagree. It'll work. And Nell just came here to see a dead GPU again. And Nell was very mean on that phone call. Like, very mean. Like, hurtful mean. I don't appreciate that. It'd be hurtful to me. Okay. So, PP3v3SO. This may not work if the GPU is just sending out junk. The LCD isn't detected. I don't know, but the LCD is detected because technically the LCD isn't being detected by the board, but it should be being detected. I don't know. I want to just try. If maybe it is just missing that one signal from the GPU. That's what seems logical to me. So if I just can hook 3 volts to this, I would be very happy if it worked. It's just to enable. So these resistors by the edge of the board right here. It's going to be the second one right here. That second one right there. Wait a second here. LCD. Oh, this comes in the PCH. LVDS IG panel power. Integrated graphics panel power. So, okay, I'm not explaining myself. Display capture. Do I have anything open that shouldn't be? Probably. Yes. No. Go away. 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 Okay. So if this is missing from the PCH, this is just not worth looking at. Okay. So LVDS IG panel power. In order to check this, we're gonna have to flip the board over. Yeah, you don't want to check that. Yeah, no. So I guess it's gonna be too hard to check. The situations like this where you have a known good LCD, the circuit looks fine, it's pick your poison. It's going to be the PCH or it's going to be the darn GPU. Unless for whatever reason our soldering is wrong here and it's not. So we have GPU power too. I guess we could recheck GPU power. I don't think I would have missed something like that, but we could recheck that. We could recheck all of our power to the GPU, make sure it's at its proper levels, which it's going to be. Here's our C9560 right here. on the right way. Fan isn't spinning, why? Spin. I command you, there we go. Screen, we shouldn't need a screen to test VCore. Possible though. 1.57 volts, what? That don't seem right. Did I just get trolled by a bad 31V? No, that's right. No, that's 100% right. So we have that. We have GPU VCore, and I already know we do. It chimes, so we have CPU VCore. Yep, we have that. Yeah, this is probably pretty hopeless. Had no liquid damage either, so it's probably a bad PCH. I guess we could jump 3 volts to that. To the enable and see if it'll work. That may be a good way to get around it. We could check. I'm like brain dead right now. I'm seriously brain dead. I need to go home. Alright, I'm not working on that board tonight. I'm sorry, I'm too tired. I'm really too tired. We're gonna test this other one in the enclosure that I just fixed. If it works, I get to go home. How did I get this tired? I believe I look tired too. Yeah, no one wants to see my face. Tomorrow morning I'm cleaning this darn store before anything. I'm making that my goal. You guys have to see the board work, so I guess we will switch back the other camera. After ultrasonic, this board looks excellent. It really does. Always like removing the liquid damage indicators. You're the only one running. No, there's someone else here now. No, I'm not the only one here anymore. I used to be, not anymore. Heard knocking. That's strange. Like someone's trying to enter, but they're not. So remember how the board looked all kind of nasty before? This is what a board looks like that goes to a good ultrasonic cleaner, not that cheap jewelry cleaner nonsense. SharperTech or Crest. Not saying buy a SharperTech right now, but you know what I mean. See, nice and clean, no residual corrosion, no residual flux. That looks okay. No, yeah, that's fine for right now. We'll touch that up later. But everything looks good. There was corrosion left here. It's gone. Our area that was reworked never looks touched. It looks perfectly clean. There's no flux residue. Backside of the board that was full of flux is perfectly clean now. This isn't flux. This is glue. This board looks excellent now. It looks like it's never been worked on, practically. This area was reworked. Has some little bit of flux there, no big deal. But yeah, this is what a good... So I'm not even going to put the heatsink on. If this thing boots, it boots. I don't have high hopes. It's probably still a little bit wet. Wait, some corrosion in the enclosure. Gotta get rid of this. Don't want that going in any components we just fixed. Trackpad cable is bad. Sell me one of those. I look like a crazy person with my hair like messed up. That's funny. Like I legitimately could pass that someone just came out of an asylum. Like I could probably tell somebody like right now, like I just came out of an asylum and they'd believe me. I don't really care if the board is in right. I just care if we get post and question mark. Green light. Do we get green light? No green light? Give me green light. Why no green light? What happened? Why did I upset you, MacBook? Ah, little capacitor in the way. California is an asylum, though. Yeah, that's true. Little capacitor in the way. Green light. There we go. Green light. Green light. CPU hot. CPU burning. Really hot. Ow, hot. Do we get backlight? Backlight. We get backlight, but I don't want to show you on there because else it's going to show customer info. Okay, so CPU is still hot. I'm going to get a little alcohol on it just to cool it. I look in the mirror and think I'm not that bald. See myself in camera and I say, holy crap, I'm bald. I will be bald. Watch. It's already turning gray. Question mark. Give me question mark, you little. It has backlight. The Apple. See? There we go. Fixed. I win. Not an L. Poor CPU is burning. Goodbye.